Okay, it's official. We're recording. There's a couple more people coming in. Hi, Amber. Meredith, hello. Okay, so I'm really super excited to be here with all of you. Can you hear me, by the way? I'm using a microphone. I guess we're good, right? Okay. So this is my energetic community service, and I wanted to do this session for you. I've worked with a lot of you before, but there's also a lot of new faces. Most of you aren't new to energy healing, um, but it's different with every person. So I want you to see what it's like to have energy healing and to do energy work because it can be so intangible. So my mission here is to make it as tangible as possible and to really give you an experience that would be valuable for you so that you know the benefit of, working on these things. I work with clients on all kinds of money topics, like feeling guilty for even wanting more money. That causes a lot of stuckness. Having goals of like paying off debt, seeing that zero balance on the credit card, or feeling safe having money. A lot of people make money, but it's still that paycheck to paycheck thing, which is really just means like, okay, you're an energetic match to bringing in money, but not a match to keeping it. So there could be some like safety there of like, you get it. It's like a hot potato. You gotta spend it, or we manifest a bill to knock us back to where we are in our comfort zone. Um, Inner child emotions, like there's almost always some sort of SA stuff that comes up from the past that's like stuck in there, causing problems or issues with safety and self-worth. And then there's other things like someone really wanting to buy a house and get out of apartment living. And she manifested a house $75,000 under its value. And there's at least one realtor in here. So I know you know how amazing that is, Jenny. And we're going to set some intentions. But before we get into that, I really want you to use this session as a glimpse as to what working together would feel like. Because I am signing on 2 or 3 more clients in October, but that's happening this week. So if you like what we're doing here, I'll drop a link later on. We can get on a call and talk about what's going on in your life and see if what I do is something that could help you. I want to do a little introductory because, like I say, most of you I know, but some are new. So I'm going to share my screen. And yeah, we're clearing self-doubt around the topic of money. So I'm Gina Giro, and I am a clairsentient energy healer. And clairsentient is psychic feeling. So we all know clairvoyant is like psychic or perfect eyesight, seeing. Clairaudience is psychic hearing. I have psychic feeling. And some others too, but the sentient is definitely the most developed. I'm emotion code, body code, belief code certified. I'm a Reiki master, like almost. I just have like one more test to take, but I've been attuned. Trained in rapid resolution therapy, which we're going to do 2 of those processes today. And with those, you really in this exact moment that it worked. So I love that for you. And I'm a manifestation teacher, mentor, enthusiast, love it. Been studying that for almost 20 years now. And this is what I want you to really get. So have we all seen this glacier analogy? How maybe not, maybe this is new or maybe it's refresher for you, but this is our mind here. Our conscious mind, this is what we're aware of. Like, I want more money, or I want 8,000 a month, 10,000 a month. You might know your exact number that you need. So this is what you're conscious of. I want more and I want to feel good with it. The conscious mind is also our willpower, our analytical mind, that measures, counts, making sure we're always staying safe and making perfect choices, but that can really keep us stuck and a little too safe, like we want to have a little more fun. And then the unconscious is everything below the surface, your beliefs, values, the emotions, habits. So, like our financial habits. Habits is like the part of you that is driving your car home when the conscious mind isn't really focused on all the stoplights. Have you ever gotten home and thought, did I stop at like all the stop signs? Was I using my blinker? Like, thank goodness nobody jumped out in front of my car. I think we've all had that experience. So it's the autopilot, if you will. So when there is alignment, our conscious mind, I want $8,000, and our unconscious mind, our habits and emotions and how we feel and our beliefs say, yes, that's okay. Let's do it. So we're in conscious, unconscious alignment. When we're not in alignment, it's like, I want more money. I actually need more, but deep down, there's some belief or some guilt or something that says that's not safe, that's greedy, that's wrong. Who are you to have this? And I don't say this like publicly a lot, but I'll say it because we're like a small, intimate group. When I work with men on this stuff, they change like that. Like half this is not even a problem to them. And I'm like, oh, no one ever told you you were selfish, greedy, bad, and wrong for wanting more. Right? If my husband said he wanted to make $1 million this year, nobody would ever say anything to him about it. Like, good for you, go for it. But if I said that, I have to explain why and justify it and all the good things I'm going to do with it, which like I am, but there's still this need to like explain ourselves. Does anybody like, I see the faces, so I think you all resonate with this. And I think that's where some of the self-doubt comes from. As women, we're not just praised and celebrated for wanting more. It's like not the vibe. I mean, it is the vibe, but we're getting back. It's not the vibe. So this is what we're going to do today is get rid of some of this negative unconscious beliefs, habits, and programs so that you can be more in alignment and have less of that unconscious resistance. Does that make sense? Did anybody have like an aha moment learning about the unconscious mind? Jenna, I'm going to mute you. If anybody's not muted, please mute yourself. Okay. Hopefully you just learned something there. Okay. I'm going to stop my share now. Okay, here we are again. So let's set the intention. I never do anything without an intention, like nothing. Like I went to a magic show the other night and I set an intention that I wanted to get on stage or interact with the magician in some way because I'm like a big fan. And I got that. He said something to me and I said something back and I was like, check. Like I did it. But I've tried this out so many times when I just like go through my day like haphazardly. Sometimes it's fine, sometimes it's not, but intentions is the way to go. So I say that because like, yeah, you could come here and we could do some energy healing, but the person with the intention is probably going to get more out of it. Your intention is like an energetic decision that guides the manifestation process. It tells your unconscious mind where you want to go. So think of the unconscious mind being like the GPS system. We could both be in California and we could both want to go to New York. And I could, no, I'll say you put it into your GPS system. And I'm like, it's east, right? It's like northeast. So I'm going to go in that direction of northeast, but you have the GPS coordinates. Who do you think is going to actually get to New York first? The person with the GPS coordinates. Like I'll probably get there eventually, but I think we're all a little sick of eventually, and we'd like to like get this thing popping right now. At least that's how I feel. So if you would like to just like claim it out loud in the chat, I would love to see it and helps maybe a little bit more specific with what is going on. You don't have to, but it's more fun, I think, when it's interactive. So what do you want to let's just start with the general. What do you want when it comes to money, and how do you want to feel with money? You might not know exactly what you want. I will say more is not a great intention, because you could like, I could hand you $5 and then your subconscious mind is like, you got more. I'll just sit back and wait for more instructions. So get a little specific. Yay. We want to feel expansive. I gotta find my chat. I see them coming in. Sorry, hold on. Here we go. Okay, I want to stop correlating money to how much I do. I want money to flow into my life more freely. Okay, so we've got like, you have to do a lot. You got to like earn it. You got to do a lot to be worthy of it. Limitless and safe. We're definitely going to work on some safety. Balanced. Love that. Another way I think of balance is like neutral. When we're neutral about something, we're just not knocked off our game. You get a bill, okay, that's life. We're going to pay it. We got more money. Happy for that. So excited, but we're not too like, this makes my day and this ruins my life. We're just like neutral. So that's a great way to be. I want to feel secure and empowered. Yeah. And money is so tied up into safety and security. That's why I think most people want it. To me, the top 4 reasons is safety, security, choice. It's like having and freedom. But to me, the freedom is like the freedom to choose what you want or what you don't want. Oh, Jan, you're so good. I'm claiming that I am capable to create residual income each month to have more travel adventures. Beautiful. Well done. Okay. Jan's inspired me. Everyone who already wrote something, you're not wrong, but like, this is a model way of doing it. I want you to retype yours. Instead of, I want to feel safe and secure, thank you for my feeling of safety and security. Thank you for my feeling balanced with money. The exact same thing that you already wrote, but thank you for it, or I am this. The reason I like thank you when it comes to intentions is that you're already in the energy of receiving. If I hand you something and you like it and want it, you might say thank you. I'm claiming full financial freedom with money. Yes. This is so good. Yeah, I am free. I am expansive. Thank you for it. All the things. I'll let you guys keep doing that. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to say a little prayer. We're all going to get connected to gold light from source, pink light from the earth. Run your energy. This will maybe take like, it's like a 5-minute meditation, but it gets you prepared for energy work. And it's just like a good thing to do daily. I have a meditation like this on my website. Thank you for the gift of freedom and choice that comes with the flow of money in my life. So beautiful. I live in abundance. Good job, girls. Okay. Let's pray. I ask for a direct connection to source consciousness and to receive all answers through this channel only. I ask that my channels of intuition are open and that I'm a clear conduit for pure, organic, white light energy to flow through me. And I ask that this healing session be for this collective's highest truth and good. And that is for everyone who is here live, who's watching the replay, and who will ever watch the replay. Thank you for guiding this session and bringing forward the answers to help us manifest, walk our life path in abundance and prosperity. And I want to take a minute to invite everyone's higher self and guardian angel into this session. You might feel their presence near you. If you do think you feel something, you're not imagining it, it's for real. So just trust that. And now we're going to set up a grounding cord. So just imagine I'm doing this, but you can imagine it for yourself, that there's this light, like a blue, ultraviolet blue light at your seat that you're sitting on. And we just grow this blue light wider and wider and wider until it's surrounding your whole body. We drop this light straight to the center of the earth. So it goes down, 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 and anchors straight to the center of the earth. And this is your grounding cord. So anything coming off of you, any energy that's like stagnant or being released, will be released down the grounding cord and transmuted into the earth. And now, what is the color of earth energy to you today? It could be any color you choose. Whatever color it is, bring it up through the soles of your feet. We're just pumping this light from the earth straight up into the calves and the knees and the legs, up into the hips, moving out any stagnant energy, anything that's not yours, that doesn't belong to you, and dumping it down the grounding cord. And then what is the color of source consciousness, of God? I like gold. It can be any color. Don't get in your head. It could be teal, purple, orange, anything. But whatever light you chose, we're bringing that light in through the crown of your head, washing off the crown of your head, opening your connection to God, to source, bringing the gold energy down the back of your neck, or the light, whatever color you chose, down your back, spinning every chakra on the way down to the hips. And we're going to mix the two colors. 90% source consciousness, 10% earth. Mixing those two colors up, down at your hips, and bringing it up your torso, spinning your chakras the opposite direction. Letting this mixture spill out your arms and hands, up your neck, behind your eyes and into your jaw and your sinuses, until it's spouting out the crown like a fountain. It's just fountaining out of you into your energy field around you, your aura, grounding out anything being released. Am I connected to this collective? Is my muscle testing 100% accurate? We're connected to source. We're connected to the earth. We are grounded. Okay. Good job. Whenever you feel ready, you can open your eyes. All right, we're prepared for energy work. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, because I like to measure things, it's a little bit of the analytical mind mixed in, because this is all like, I do trust and assume, but I like to have the evidence so we can measure with numbers. So there's a vibrational scale of 0 to 1,000. 1,000's like enlightenment, and 0 is like death. Guilt and shame are right above death, to be honest with you. It's the most dense, contracted emotions that we can have. So what is the vibration of this collective? Is it higher than 200? Is it higher than 100? Is it higher than 85? Is it around 90? Okay, so it's like 95 right now. So some are higher, some are lower, but the average score here is 95. If I could get this above like 200, really 250 in my mind, that would be like a big win. So let's start with rapid resolution therapy. We're going to do some cord cutting, okay? Now, Oh, I lost my thing. All right, what I want you to do is think about a negative experience, a pattern, not really a pattern, no. A negative experience, something when you think of it, it makes you feel bad when it comes to money specifically, but it could be something where you doubt yourself. So think of a time or an experience where there was doubt or there was like a bad experience with money. And I just want you to think about this for like 5 seconds. And you should have a feeling. Do we all have a feeling? If it's hard to like feel anything about it, you should probably pick something else, but I think you all have a feeling. So my intention with this is that your mind is going to be rebooted, cleared, and updated, and that it's only entertaining what has value. And that means what's good to have done, and then also what is possible to do. So with cord cutting, it's a way of letting go of the past, and it stops your energy from being drained into that situation. It doesn't change the past. It doesn't mean that you can't think about it, but that when you do think about it, you're not feeling the negative emotion or the sensation that you might be feeling right now. So you've got your experience, right? Something you have resentment over or some triggering feeling where that's doubt or money. And I just want you to notice, does it show up like an emotion or is it more of like a sensation, like a feeling in your body? You don't have to tell me, but just take note of it. If you want to put it in the chat, you certainly can. And you're done with that. All I want you to tell me in the chat is if I start going too fast, but this is so stupidly easy. Just don't overcomplicate it, okay? Now, there is a transformation that is about to take place for you. And if we could represent that transformation with a colored light, what color? Not your favorite color, but the first color that just came to your mind. So you got your color? Okay. Now there's a cord that goes from your sacral chakra to this ball of energy from the past. And here's the thing. The past isn't actually happening right now, but when you think about it right now, it brings up a feeling from the past. We think it's now because we're thinking about it now, but what's happening now is like we're all on a Zoom call together doing energy work. So it's not really happening. So if we can think the thought and cause the feeling, it means that, or let me not say it means, can we think that what's causing the troubling feeling is how your mind is processing information about the past? Can we think of it like that while we're here? Perfect. So there's this cord that goes from your sacral chakra, so just below the belly button, to this ball of energy from the past. So everyone go ahead and close your eyes and imagine or visualize. If you don't know how to visualize, just imagine or pretend that it's there. A dark, thick cord from your sacral chakra to this ball of energy from the past. I just want you to take a breath in. And as you exhale very slow, like you're blowing through a straw, think the word release. And now imagine yourself pulling out a pair of gold scissors that are surrounded in gold light. And with the opposite hand, take hold of the cord. With your scissors, you're going to cut through this cord completely until one end drops to the floor, and watch it as it dissolves into the light. With the hand that's holding the cord, just pull out the attachment, drop it on the floor, and watch as it dissolves into the light too. And now I want you to see your color, the color of transformation that you chose, and breathe that color in. Hold it in. Exhale as slow as you can and think the word release. Breathe your color in one more time. No, two more times. Breathe it in again. Exhale like you're blowing through a straw. Think the word release. And last time, inhale your color, holding it in. Let it do the job it was chosen for. Exhale and think the word release. And now the words clear and free. Just inhale, clear and free. And your eyes can pop open. Now I just want you to think the same thought, the exact same one that brought up the feeling or the sensation. And what do you notice now? You can tell me in the chat, you can unmute, but I would love to hear from you one way or the other. Is it muted? Is it like gone? Neutral? Neutral's good. Most likely, it's like, where'd my bad feeling go? It's gone. All I did was some breathing. Jenna, you say it's strong. You feel it just as strong as you did before. Is that correct? The more neutrality with the thought and the feeling. Perfect, Jan. The feeling is gone, no longer the passenger. Okay, we'll do more for you. Oh, you feel strong. I got it. So you're good. Okay, yay. I was like, oh, that's not, nobody's ever said that before. Okay, we are making progress, people. Good, good, good. Still feeling it a little. That's okay. Is there anybody else still feeling it a little? Let's just do one more like 30-second thing. I don't want to leave anyone behind. Even if it's like neutral, you can go ahead and do this. Like you can always feel even better. So if there's a little bit left, if you're like, no, I'm good, I'm perfect, then just set this part out. You're going to have a balloon in your hand. So what color is the balloon? Just have it in your mind. First color that comes to mind. And the little bit or anything that's left, we're just setting the intention. It's going to release as you blow up your balloon. You can literally do it with your hands or just imagine that you're doing it. But either way, blow up your colored balloon. As many breaths as it takes till you feel like it's all in there. And you're going to look at your balloon and say this out loud. Say, it used to have me, but now I have it. It used to have me, but now I have it. And with another hand, you're going to take a pin and pop your balloon and imagine it blowing up into confetti or little balloon pieces, or it could just completely vanish and disappear. However you see that is perfect. And then one more time, breathe in your color. Exhale, think the word release. free and clear. Inhale, free and clear. And think the thought, cause the feeling. See if you get a little bit better of a feeling, less. Feels clear and lighter. Yeah, that's a good way of describing it, where it's just like clear. I kind of like, it feels empty to me is the way I describe it. Clear, lighter, neutral, or just like the dial got turned down like another notch. That's really good. Okay. Got 2 more energy healings planned. Okay, we're going to go over to do some emotion code, body code, and belief code. So I was tuning into everyone last night and finding, okay, when it comes to the belief code, it releases entire belief systems, which is negative programs and limiting beliefs. And it's highly unlikely that we all in here have the same belief system because they're so specific to the person. But we do all share common programs and beliefs. So if what I have planned is we're going to clear around the belief of if I'm not perfect, I'm not loved. So if you feel this need to be perfect, can't ever make a mistake, maybe you have to work harder or feel that you do, because it's this like perfectionism thing. The second one is I'm always judged for everything I do. So feeling judged from others, or a lot of times the judgment's coming from ourselves, but we're really afraid of what other people are going to think of us. I used to be so afraid to just even say that I really wanted anything, like to be an energy healer. I thought people would laugh at me. If I wanted to be a coach, I thought people would laugh at me. If I wanted more money, I just thought I would be so judged, and definitely on the other side of all those things now. But really, I was the one judging me, but it was from past stuff. It's not a complete lie that people aren't judging. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't, but we can still do the things that we want. Like we want to get to a place where what other people think about us don't matter. We're moving forward. And then the third one is success is for others, not for me. And that is a belief in the crown chakra. So we've got the throat chakra with if I'm not perfect, I won't be loved. The crown is success is for others, not for me. And then the root, which is safety and security. I'm always judged for everything I do. Do these feel, I'm hoping they feel good. Ooh, the crown one hits. Yeah. Well, it's what we're doing. So if anybody has anything extra, I'm always happy to do some extra, but we're definitely going to hit on these 3. So getting out my emotion code chart. Which of these is in the highest good to clear first? The crown, the root. Okay, we're going to start with I'm always judged for everything I do. What is the root cause of I'm always judged for everything I do? Okay, this is the emotion of indecisiveness, and it's the inability to make a decision, wavering back and forth between one choice or another. And it stems from distrusting the self or doubting the ability to make a good decision. Do we need to know more about this? 100% of us have this contributing to the topic that we're on, the feeling judged. So this can also be why, when you're feeling judged, then you are in indecision because you're, well, do I try to please these people or these people? Or these people are going to be mad at me? No, they're going to be mad at me. Well, if I do that, then I'm going to be mad at myself. And we're weighing like all these choices. So we're going to clear this. Destroy and uncreate indecisiveness through all time, space, dimension, and reality. Is indecisiveness released? Yes. Okay. Is there another root cause for I am always judged for everything I do? Okay, that was the root cause. So that's amazing. That just means we can do a little more clearing. Um, so is there a trapped emotion causing I'm always judged for everything I do? Okay, this is shame, which is, I forget if shame is the lowest one or guilt. I think shame is the lowest vibration and guilt is the next one up. So this is a feeling of being wrong, defective, or disreputable, the painful feeling of having done or experienced something dishonorable, improper, or foolish. It's a cause for regret. Oh, it says right here, the lowest vibration of all of the emotions, leads to guilt, depression, and even suicide. So destroy and uncreate shame through all time, space, dimension, and reality. And I just want to remind anybody, if you're watching the replay, this is still clearing from you. You don't have to be in the live group. Energy healing's way cooler than a massage in that way. Is shame released? Yes. Is there anything else contributing to I'm always judged for everything that I do? Guilt. I can't make this up. Do we need to know more about guilt to release it? Is this inherited? Wow. Okay, so this is an emotion of guilt, but this was inherited, meaning that you got it from either your mom or your dad. Did this start with the first generation parent? Okay, this is cool. So it doesn't go back like sometimes in a private session. I mean, you guys know they can go back like 17 generations. This one, it's not a grandparent or too far back in the family line. It's either your mom or your dad felt guilt and had guilt trapped before you were ever conceived. And then when you were born, you inherited it. Your kids may have inherited it. Your grandkids, if you have them, may have inherited it. But when we release it today, if you don't have kids yet, they will never inherit it. If you don't have grandkids, they won't inherit it. And I guarantee your great, great, great grandkids won't inherit it. So I love this because it really, we all love that generational healing. So release, destroy, and uncreate guilt through all time, space, dimension, and reality for all generations up and down the family line. Would everyone take a big breath in and like a sigh of relief? Okay, I can now clear the belief or the program I'm always judged for everything I do. So destroy and uncreate I am always judged for everything I do through all time, space, dimension, and reality. All right, is it in the highest good to work on the throat, the crown? Okay, so this is success is for others, not for me. Is there something at the root cause of success is for others, not for me? Yes. Okay. So we're going next level. This isn't just an emotion, it's a body code energy. So it's just a type of energy called seeking heart energy. The heart is designed to feel love, joy, and other positive emotions. It's at the core of a person's being. But if the heart is unable to experience these positive emotions, it can become desperate for something pleasurable. And it's in situations like this that seeking heart energy is created. So then, when the heart gets a hint of joy from an activity like work, like I love my work, but I definitely could like balance it a little bit. So when we get a hint of joy from situation, wait, I'm sorry. Okay. When the heart gets a hint of joy from some activity or substance, it creates this vibrational frequency and it keeps reverberating in order to get more of that pleasurable activity or substance. So it has the potential to create addiction or like a compulsion towards many things, not limited to negative emotions, sugar, food, drugs, alcohol, tobacco, pornography, chronic illness, work, or exercise. It could be anything, but it's when you get a hint, like a dopamine hit from something, and you just want more and more and more. Do we need to know anything else to release this? No. So destroy and uncreate seeking heart energy through all time, space, dimension, and reality. Okay. Is there anything else that the root cause of success is for others, not for me? Okay, this is a heart wall emotion. So a heart wall is made of one or more trapped emotions that surround the heart as a protective barrier against emotional pain. Um, it can be from any point of your life, and it just sometimes it protects, I talked about that earlier with like our unconscious mind. It can protect us so much that you have to be willing to get hurt if you're going to be in a relationship. Like, we don't want to get hurt, of course, but you have to be willing for that to happen. You have to be willing to fail, and probably publicly, if you're going to like grow your social media or grow your business. You just have to be willing to. So is this emotion in column B? Okay, this is the emotion of worthless, which is feeling of no importance or value, serving no purpose. And this could be from any time in your life. It doesn't mean that you are worthless. Definitely doesn't mean that, or it doesn't mean that you're like feeling this way lately. It could have been something that was trapped. This feels like an inner child thing. Was this trapped between 8 and 10 for most people? So this was trapped between ages 8 and 10 for most of us. Destroy and uncreate worthlessness through all time, space, dimension, and reality. Take a big breath on that one. You might just feel like your heart just like a little bit more relaxed or a little less. Oh, goosebumps. Yeah, cool. I was feeling that someone was going to feel something on that. Okay, is there anything else causing success is for others, not for me? It's a body code energy. Okay, this is an emotional reverberation. And what that is like an emotional ringing in the body. So if you like hit a big church bell with a hammer, you wouldn't hear it ringing anymore eventually, but you could put your ear up to it and like hear it buzzing. So that's kind of what an emotional reverberation is. It's like a ringing going on throughout your body. So is this in column A? Okay. The emotion is blaming, but there are 3 kinds of blame. There's being blamed, there is blaming other people, and then there's blaming yourself. So I'm going to find out which one this is. Is it the same blaming for this entire collective? No. Is it ever blaming other people? Yeah. Is it ever being blamed? Yeah. Is it ever blaming ourselves? Okay. So I've narrowed it down a little bit. For some of us, it's blaming other people, circumstances. It's not us. And for some of us, it's being blamed. So like being held accountable for something that was maybe not your fault. Like in this example, she felt that everyone blamed her for her husband's actions. But it's never us blaming ourselves. Not never, just in this example. So if something's coming to your mind where it's like, yeah, I do feel blamed all the time, it's probably that one for you. And if you're like, yeah, I do tend to blame, everything else, it's probably that one. Thank you so much, Jan. I will send this to you. So destroy and uncreate blaming through all time, space, dimension, and reality. Is blaming released? Yes. Let's see if there's anything else here. Is there anything else associated to successes for others, not for me? We found all associated imbalances. Okay, we're going to clear this one out now. Destroy and uncreate success is for others, not for me, through all time, space, dimension, and reality. That's clear. All right, we're going to do this other one and then one more thing, and then we're going to be done like right on time. So good. Oh, let me answer this question. When you clear heart walls, are they just pertaining to what you are working on? Meaning, can they come up again if looking at another issue? Wondering if you may need to clear many heart walls depending on. That's a good question. No. When the heart wall is clear, it's cleared completely. So you don't have like a love heart wall and then a money heart wall and like a body heart wall, but you could have a money wall. It just might not be around the heart. It could be like around a lower chakra or just like around your body. So there can be other barriers, walls, ceilings. I mean, it can get to be some weird, wild stuff. Seem like moats and stuff like that. But when the heart wall is gone, it's gone. And I love to start with the heart wall first because Dr. Bradley, who's the like founder of this whole body of work, said, and it's true, a block around your heart is a block to everything. How do you follow your heart and the guidance and the desires in your heart if it's like all blocked? All right. So this last one is if I'm not perfect, I am not loved. And this is also a bit of like a worthiness thing. I have chills right now. I just want to add too. So I did Tony Robbins' work for years and years and years. He was like the only person I ever learned from. And then I was like, oh my God, there's like so many teachers in the world. So I got off his stuff and like onto more energy, spiritual manifestation. But I think we all hopefully know who Tony Robbins is. He's worked with everyone all over the planet. And he always taught us, I think that's how I got into like doing self-love stuff, is that he saw two things like all across the world. If it was like Princess Diana or a president or just like a mom, not just a mom, but you know what I mean? Like a regular person. He said, we all have the exact same two fears. Everyone. We are all afraid that we are not enough. And then the second part is that is then if I'm not enough, I won't be loved or I will lose love. So if I'm not perfect, I'm not going to be loved. If I don't do this right, I will lose love. I'll lose attention, not bad attention, but like I'll lose like, oh, I'll lose my tribe. What if they kick me out? And our survival used to depend on our tribe, like literally. So this one means a lot to me, to get rid of that perfection thing and to be like, and have the identity that you are unconditionally loved and worthy, maybe not in, like an internet troll's eyes, but in God's eyes, which is really the only eyes that matter. All right, so what is the root cause of if I'm not perfect, I am not loved? First one is rejection. Do we need to know more to release this? So I'll read the definition. A lot of times that brings it up enough to be cleared. Rejection is feeling denied, refused, or rebuffed, discarded as useless or unimportant, cast out, unwanted, forsaken. Do we need to know where to release this? Is this inner child emotion? Oh, okay. This is an inner child emotion. And so there was probably maybe something there where, let's see. Okay. For most of us here, this is asking for something, and the answer was no. Can we go get ice cream? Can I get the teddy bear? Can I try out for, dance or whatever? And the answer was no. And that can be like an origin story. Like I definitely nobody asked me to do this, but I like looked at my parents, one of their spending. My parents fought about money. Okay. They got divorced. And so I was looking at the spending of like one parent saying the other parent spends too much. And then I'm like taking that programming and trying to help. It's my mom. Okay. It's too hard to like tell the story without explaining it. So my dad's judging my mom for everything she ever spent. And then I decided the way to like fix my parents' problems with each other was to want less. Like my mom would like want to go to the department store. And by the way, she had her own money and worked and was like a manager at AT&T. He's just judgmental about spending. So it's not that she was, bad, but he made it sound bad. So I would be like, no, I want to shop at Walmart. Like I love it. They have such cute clothes. And I mean, it's not about that, but like I decided that I'll want less. I'll just make my needs teeny tiny and you won't even notice me over here. And this rejection thing feel like even though nobody was rejecting me, I was like rejecting myself on behalf so that my parents wouldn't argue at such a young age. So some of you in here have the same story. They're not divorced, but yeah, low maintenance child was the best child. Totally. Yeah. And I bet usually, not always, but I suspect it was us girls more than the boy. Maybe not. It could be both. Okay. So destroy and uncreate rejection through all time, space, dimension, and reality. It's another reason why I'm so passionate that like people get to like want what you want and like go for it and you can have it. I think that's how I got into manifesting. I'm definitely not the lowest maintenance person I know anymore. I used to be. Okay, if I'm not perfect, I am not loved. Is there anything else that needs to be released around this? Yay, that was easy. We can release all this programming now. So destroy and uncreate. If I'm not perfect, I am not loved through all time, space, dimension, and reality. Is this cleared for the collective? Yeah. Yeah. Someone else is saying mom hid credit cards from the dad. I used to nanny for this like rich couple. Like she was a lawyer and he was like a CEO. But we would go shopping at like Ann Taylor Loft and Target and like not, Gucci or anything like that. But she would always like hide the clothes and I'd have to run them up and put them in her closet like before he got home and whatever. I just like never understood that. I still don't understand it. My husband and I have the relationship where, I mean, we talk about purchases, but we encourage each other. I couldn't hide it if I wanted to. I'm like way too excited. Look what I got. We're going to do one more process. So you've all had three, like all those emotions and like seeking heart energy, all those energies, those have been cleared. The beliefs around them have been cleared. And then we turn that dial down from the bad experience. And we've got one more thing to do. And this is very easy. It's so easy, you might want to complicate it. I've pre-written out a script. I've got two of them. So we're going to do this 2 times. It takes 30 seconds, maybe. Well, actually, one of them takes 45 seconds because I timed it. I'm going to read the script. While I do that, you're going to be doing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3, 4, 5. Do you see the pattern? So you're counting every number 1 through 10, then every number 2 through 10, every number 3 through 10, all the way up until you're like 10, 10, 10, 10. If you get to 10 and you're just screaming out 10, start over with 1. The point of this, you're going to be like, I can't hear what you're saying. Oh, I'm talking too loud. That is very much the point. I'm putting something into your unconscious mind while you're consciously like keeping your mind busy. And I'll read it. If you want me to read it, if you trust me, I'd rather just do it without telling you. I'm happy to put it in the chat or let you read it, but it's all good. I promise no one's going to like play wipe out on their butt cheeks in front of us all. Like it's all good. It's about having your financial goals feel possible, believing in yourself, taking action, trusting, knowing that there's enough. So that's really what's happening. Okay. So do you all understand? No, and by the way, if you have headphones in for this, take them out because you need to be able to hear your own voice. In fact, if you hear my voice too much, like turn your volume down. You kind of want to, you don't really want to know exactly what I'm saying. Okay. So let me make sure I explain this really good. Yeah. Let's do the color thing too. So there's a transformation that's about to happen. What color is this transformation? Just first color that comes to your mind. And when I tell you to breathe in the color, that's your color. You're going to breathe in and exhale, think release, just like we did before. Okay. So you're counting, but it's really like, la, 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 I'm not listening to you while I say the thing. Got it? Okay. So here we go. Start counting. It has felt like my financial goals are impossible. Having excess amounts of money has just felt scary and difficult. I have been worried about people judging me. In spite of that, I am free and clear, and I believe in myself. I know my desires are there for me to experience. I choose to align with the part of me that is certain and that takes action. My mind attaches interest and appeal to doing each of my intentions, and these intentions feel easy and effortless, just like when I drive my car. I just know what to do. I trust the process and I trust myself to make choices that bring me confidence and larger amounts of money than ever before. I am free and clear. Stop counting if you haven't stopped. Good. Now breathe in your color. Exhale, close your eyes, and think the word release. One more time, breathe in your color. Exhale, think the word release. And then free and clear. Breathe in, free and clear. Okay, let's do one more. And then if you want to know what I just implanted into your mind, I will read it again without you guys counting. It doesn't ruin it if you end up knowing it because it's like already in there. Okay. So get ready and you're going to count again. Ready, set, count. I have been doubtful about money. It has felt like money will run out and that more money won't come. I have had a hard time trusting money in the past, and I have felt like there was never enough. In spite of that, I am free and clear, and I know that there is enough and there is always more where that came from. I am financially free and clear. Money is attracted to me, and my mind attaches positive meaning to money. Money is something that is interesting, attainable, and possible to receive. I am free and clear. Okay. Breathe in your color. Exhale, think the word release. Close your eyes if they're open. Think the word release. Breathe in your color one more time. Exhale, think release. Inhale, free and clear, and your eyes can open. Okay. I just got our frequency for the collective. That's what I was doing there. Okay. Well, only a few of you have your camera on, but like do this if you want to know what I said, or if you just want to never know, like you don't have to know. Nobody wants to know. Oh, you're so trusting. I love it. Okay. Somebody typed in the chat. Thank you. Have to jump off. Thank you, Meredith. I'm glad I got to see you, and thank you for coming. Okay, our vibrational frequency before was 95 as a collective, and it's now 317. And like I was thinking 250 would be like perfection. So how do you guys feel right now? Like, do you feel any different than you did an hour ago? Maybe just like, oh, I have a little more energy, or I was tired when I got here. You might not sense anything, and that's totally okay. Feel a little better, feeling more energized and clear, better. Better's good. Better is really good. Okay. Does anybody have any questions about anything? I have something that I want to tell you about, but I want to make sure that there's no questions. Light, like I sense in the sense of illuminated. Ooh, I love that. I don't know who's saying that, but like, I love that. Illuminated. Okay, I'm going to share my screen and tell you about something. If you liked this, there we go. Okay, so I mentioned earlier, I do have space for 2 or 3 more clients for October, but I'm enrolling for that this week. So 6 regular sessions with me, there's 75 minutes a piece, is normally this price, $11.70. Right now, this week, between now and Saturday, it's $9.99. And I didn't even do that on purpose, being that today is 9/9, but I noticed it and I was like, oh, how fitting. There is a bonus. So anyone who signs up for this package by Saturday gets an extra 90-minute abundance breakthrough session. So that's a $250 session for 0. That means it's a $1,420 value for $9.99. And I'm just letting you know that this is what's available. I have 4 available, and I never ever put things on sale. I don't really know why I'm doing it. I run my business coach is like, you do what? Like, I talk to God, and that's how I price my offers. I muscle test just like I did here for you guys tonight, and just ask like, how many people need this? I got 4, and what's the price that they need it for? So if you like what we did and you want to book a call and just see what working together would be like, we can do that. If you know that you want to do something like this, we can do that. So I will, I'm going to put a link. What do I do? A link to book a call. Yeah. I just muscle tested that. Like, how do I do this? I'll put a link to book a call if you want to talk about where you're at, where you want to be. And if you already know, because I've worked with a lot of you before, that you're like, done, I know this is a deal, just DM me and we can get you doing that. Okay. So my chat went away. Oh, because I'm sharing my screen. I'm a lot better at energy healing than I am techie stuff. Okay, this is going out to everyone. Just click on that. We can have a call together. Thank you for coming, Kristen. I will see you tomorrow, love. And that's all I have. I'm going to send out the replay, whether you were here live or not. So if you want to go through these again, especially the RRT ones, you could get this benefit from it a second time. I do some of the same RRT audios over and over for the same thing, and it just keeps like getting better and better. Any questions? If not, I'm just going to log off. I love you guys. I really appreciate you coming. This was such a fun turnout. Nice to see some new faces. I love you too, Nicole. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Good to have you here, Victoria. All right. I'll see you guys later. Bye.